Hi gorgeous girls. How are your New Year's resolutions going? Have you started them and stopped them already? Well, don't worry, you're not on your own. Over 80% of people give up with their New Year's resolutions by the 10th of February. So maybe you're a little fed up, or maybe you're feeling bad about the resolutions that you tried to keep last year. And that leads you to feeling a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous about the resolutions that you want to keep this year. But as I say, don't feel bad. I have got 9.5 resolutions that you can keep. 9.5. Does that sound good? Well, listen on. Why are resolutions so hard to keep? Let's look at that first of all. Why do resolutions sit very firmly in your mind on day 1 and yet they fall away by day 7 or 10? Well, simply put, it is the language that you use, the way that you speak to yourself, this all or nothing, this attitude of black and white. It's very emotionally painful. I'm going to do this. This is how I'm going to achieve it. Bang, this is it. And yet when it comes down to the practicality, it is very hard to follow through. So if you have this language of, right, today I'm going to eat everything healthy, not one bad piece of rubbish is going to pass my lips. Does that sound achievable? No, because it gets to about 11 or 7 o'clock at night and you think, right, I am going to go and have something that I like, and it's out the window. Oh, I'll start tomorrow, or I'll start next week, or I'll start next year. It's too blunt, it's too harsh. Maybe you've got this idea in your head that you're going to stick to this diet. You are going to stick to this diet. You are only going to eat what is on this meal planner, and that is it. Then something falls apart, something happens in your life. You're not going to stick at it. You have to be realistic. Habits are the way to be realistic. You know, you've heard me say that before. Well, I've got 9.5 little habits that you can introduce. The other thing that we consider with our resolutions is they are so ambitious. They are so big that it's really hard to actually achieve them. Sometimes your New Year's resolutions are so ambitious that they are simply just a dream. They're a dream with no plan. Be honest with yourself. If you're going to be vague, like I want to feel more confident or I want to feel better, it is too vague and it is too ambitious. It doesn't make any sense to your brain and you're not going to be able to fulfill it. Instead, get down and get dirty. Be specific. I am going to be healthier in 3 months' time. I am going to eat better and love my body in 12 weeks' time. Be specific and get emotional. You know, us gorgeous girls are always being told, don't be so emotional. Well, get emotional. Get emotionally involved with your outcome, with what you want, and that will help you to succeed. Tune in emotionally with what you want and plan it out. I was speaking to a gorgeous girl yesterday and her dream was a little bit big for me, but it was her dream and we planned it. She feels too big at the moment to do this, but in 3 months' time, she is going to be fit enough to do it. Do you know what her dream is? It's a bit scary. She's going to go skydiving. It's her dream, not mine. I'm very impressed and we are put a plan together to get her there. At the moment, she feels that she's too uncomfortable. She feels everybody will be looking at her. She's not comfortable with doing the jump, but we've made a plan. We've booked the date and her and I are going to work together to get there. Now, isn't that a fantastic ambition and resolution? So here's a few tips to make your resolutions stick. Make them obtainable. Less is better. Slow, wins the day. I've already had 2 emails from people that have fallen off the wagon and hurt themselves. Okay, dodgy knees, sore backs. You go into a physical routine that you're not prepared for, and there is going to be payback. So slow is better. Have some goals that really excite you and that you're invested in, that you can feel is obtainable. Go for the long-term strategy. 3 stone in 3 weeks is not going to work. Okay, I might be being a bit flippant there, but you know what I mean. 10 stone or 10 pounds in 6 weeks, it is not obtainable. You need to feel comfortable with the change that's happening in your body to make it last, a long-term strategy. If you're dieting or starving yourself, what's that going to do to your metabolism in the long term? If you put into action a really physical, strong timetable, how is that going to affect your physical well-being? As I say, I've spoken to 2 people already that have got ligament and tendon issues. Take your time, build your strength. Take the time to understand your body and work with your body. So here are my 9.5, I want to catch your imagination, 9.5 resolutions that you can keep. Add things to your diet. That's easy, can do that one. So number 1 is add things to your diet. Add more water to stop drinking so much tea. Add more protein and fat to keep you fuller for longer. Okay, see where I'm going? Add things to your diet. Add more veggies before you start taking anything out. Okay, so that's resolution number 1. Add more things to your diet. Number 2, be positive. Be positive and be gorgeous. Be kind to yourself. Instead of looking at your flaws, looking at this inner mind chatter, look at what's gorgeous about you. My beautiful legs walked me 10,000 steps today. Fab. My gorgeous bum supports my lovely back and keeps me strong. Be gorgeous. Be positive. Number 3, reduce sugar. Don't eliminate it. Reduce it. Reduce it in easy ways, like the hidden sugar that is in the food that you don't really care about. Okay, so start to be aware of sugar in normal things like bread and go for the bread that is cheaper, not cheaper, but has less sugar in it. Okay, so go for the hidden sugar. Start to look at your labels, and that's number 4. Food labels. Start to be aware of them. Protein, carbs, fats, okay, that's interesting, but it's a bit of a mind bender, isn't it? Go for something simple. If sugar is in the first 3 ingredients, avoid the product or look for an alternative. You only have to do it once, okay? But get into the habit of looking at your labels. Look for high fructose corn syrup. That is a big no-no. You know why if you've been watching or reading my blogs. MSG, look for it in the food label, kick it out. Hydrogenated fat, look for it in the food label, kick it out. So number 4, look at your food labels. Number 5, plan. A Sunday ritual. What are you going to eat for the week? Plan. Or maybe it's an evening ritual. What are you going to eat tomorrow? Don't walk in from work and think, what are we going to eat for dinner tonight? That's a highway to nowhere. Don't do it. Plan. Number 6, give your tummy, and I mean your gut, and I mean internally, give that a workout. Now, you've seen my blog on how to make your homemade kefir. Missed it? Go back and have a look at my blogs. You'll love it. Do something good for your gut. Introduce homemade probiotics and prebiotics and help your gut. Also, improve your digestive system. Read the blog and you'll find out more. Spice up your life. Number 7, add more spices to, I think of Michael McIntyre and the spices in the drawer. And 5 spice. YouTube it, it's brilliant. Spice up your life. Add some more spices to your life. Ginger, really good for your digestive system. Or what about mint? Mint will really help anti-inflammatory. So that will help any itches and scratches and uncomfortable feelings that you have. Add spices to your life. Number 8, eat mindfully. No telly, okay? Sit at the table, eat mindfully. Be aware of your food. That's a simple habit you can incorporate. And number 9, go beyond a diet. A diet is short term. A diet will put you back here next year. Go beyond a diet. Think about the holistic way that you live your life. Increase good nutrition, reduce your stress, increase your social life, being good and kind to people. It will make a difference to your whole life. Sleep more, okay? Have a holistic, all-round approach to your health. And 9.5. There it is, that little half one. Be kind to yourself and think about the progress that you're making. The progress that you've got right now. Not perfection. You are a work in progress. You are gorgeous. Bye.